TWFP presents The Day the Dopes Came Over by Steve Martin. I was sitting at home, peeking through the blinds at my neighbor's wife, minding my own business, when my doorbell rang. "Who's there?" I shouted. "We don't know," came the reply. I immediately knew the dopes had come over. I opened the door and invited them in. I was happy to have company, even if they were a bunch of dopes. "Well, what brings you over this way?" I queried. Yup, 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 they said. "Would you like some coffee?" I asked. "Goal," said one dope. "How long have we been here?" "About 2 minutes." "Goal, we should have left hours ago." And they packed up some of my things and lumbered out. "Goodbye, dopes," I shouted. They turned to me and shouted back, "Goodbye, you big fucking idiot." Yes, she was witty. She was intelligent. She was born of high station. She spoke and walked proudly. She was the kind who displayed nobility, who showed style and class. But above all, she had the jugs. Many people called her by her last name. Some closer friends had a confidence with her and shared the intimacy of her first name. But to me, she was always Lady Jugs Aplenty. It is true, she was clever and she was charming, but above all, she had the jugs. Checking the jive. The crazy bastards were going down to the pool hall to play a little pinball when their car exploded, blowing everyone to smithereens. Some of Tuppy's flesh flew off to the side of the road, and in time nourished a sunflower growing there. Soon the sunflower was eaten by a horse, and the horse was eaten by some hobos, out for a wild time. Then one of the hobos met an eastward wandering Canadian guru. But before anything significant could happen, the hobo died, being attacked by a dog heart in a scientist's laboratory. The death was listed as a heart attack. Then slavery was abolished. Conclusion. Grandpa died and was resurrected after 3 days, but no one called him the son of God. They just said, "Hey, that's Gramps." This shit is fucking brilliant. How to fold soup. We middle-class folks are now all pretty much aware that the lunch pail is strictly a boorish accoutrement. It's just about impossible to maintain an air of dignity when you're carting around a clumsy tin box with a bologna sandwich in it. Yet it is certainly stylish to bring one's own lunch to work. Many people who sought the chic of a brought-from-home lunch weren't about to tote that bulky lunch pail, and the answer for most citizens was to hide food on their body. Then at lunchtime, produce it from various pockets and hidden belts. This is a wonderful solution. I can give the most dreary office building a certain outdoorsy feel. However, with all the ingenuity involved in hiding various delicacies on the body, this process automatically excludes certain foods. For example, a turkey sandwich is welcome, but the cumbersome cantaloupe is not. Science has provided some relief, of course, like the pecan-sized watermelon ready to be popped into the mouth. One person lined a pocket with vinyl so he could carry around dip and munch all day, dipping the chips into his vest pocket and having them emerge fully doused with onion spread. Another acquaintance had a sport coat equipped with a banana loader, arranged so that by lowering his arm, a banana would secretly drop into his hand. This proved ideal for long meetings that continued through lunch, as the drop was made so discreetly that others would naturally think you had been eating a banana all along. These tricks may seem too elaborate for the average unique person desiring to bring their lunch from home, yet still insisting on a fully balanced meal. The answer is soup. Soup is a robust addition to any meal, and just about everyone has a favorite. But the primary concern is, how can you carry soup on your body without appearing ridiculous? When you ask this question, you are ready for soup folding. Soup folding. First, prepare the soup of your choice and pour it into a bowl. Then take the bowl and quickly turn it upside down upon a cookie tray. Lift the bowl ever so gently so the soup retains the shape of the bowl. Gently is the key word here. Then with a knife, cut the soup down the middle into halves, then quarters, and gently reassemble the soup into a cube. Some of the soup will have run off and onto the cookie tray. Lift this soup up by the corners and fold slowly into a cylindrical soup square. Square out the cube by stuffing the cracks with the cylindrical soup staff. Place the little packet in your purse or inside coat pocket and pack off to work. When the lunch bell chimes, impress your friends by folding the soup back into bowl shape and enjoy. Enjoy it until the day when the lunch pail comes back into vogue and we won't need soup folding or corn stalks up the leg. And that concludes this episode of Talking with Famous People's host Eric reading Steve Martin's awesome book out loud.